what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Match, man, for Paul Match TV. Hit up Paul Match TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello everybody. It's another episode of Paul Mash TV here, and we're glad that you could join us yet again for a new episode. Got a great interview coming up, and want to thank everybody for the feedback that you've been providing for us, and just want to remind everybody, just hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and use the comment section, and we love to hear from you there, and check out the comment section to see the links to my caps and shirts, and we'd love for you to get those. You can also go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/PaulMashTV, and feel free to like the page and inbox me if you want to talk to me there or post on the videos. We'd love to hear from you. And there's good old-fashioned email, PaulMashTV, all one word, @gmail.com. And you can use that if you're a fan, and also if you're a band or solo artist wanting to be on the show. And we'll give you all the details on how to do that. And also we have an official web address, and all that will be given again to you in the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Right now we'll have, from Long Beach, California, we have LYGHT, spelled LYGHT, and another talented artist here. And we'll get to that in just a moment, but before we do, let's pay some bills with Click Jam. Don't go away.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, and here it is, interview time, and with us from Long Beach, California, we have LYGHT. Thanks for joining us, LYGHT.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We've had a little bit of a problem in the last several days trying to get him on the show, but at least we got him now. So.
Yeah, right. I'm glad to be here. No problem. Thank you for having me once again.
Yeah, no problem. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how it all started for you? I mean, as a artist, I mean, everyone has their own story. Let's hear how LYGHT became an artist.
I started doing music or creating beats because I wanted to create music to sing to, because I sing as well. And they kind of segued into making electronic music, except that it wasn't really good earlier. And then I just decided to kind of play around with that. And I've been doing this professionally, I guess you could say, for at least 5 years. And now we're at this point. I will say that, like, I feel like this project that's coming is probably the best stuff I've done thus far. I'm really, really, really proud of everything that this album is going to be. I'm super proud of the first single and the video. So yeah, man, it's been really cool. Because early in my career, I was battling my addiction while trying to be a professional artist. So now that I'm dealing with that and being, completely sober and clean, like, my music has been able to reflect that better.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, and I'm glad that you're making people happy with your music, and that's what it's all about,
Yeah.
What would say some of your mainstream influences be? When you grew up listening to music, do you have a few in mind?
Some of my influences that I listen to are like Prince, obviously, Michael Jackson, obviously. I'm a big Mariah Carey fan. I also am a big fan of Mod Sun, Black Bear, Tiesto, also Avicii, stuff like that. Also, I'm from Chicago, so which is the birthplace of house music. So a lot of house artists that came into Chicago, like Frankie Knuckles and stuff like that. Those are some people like CNC Music Factory are some of my influences as well. So those artists really kind of influenced who I am as an artist.
Okay, yeah, Prince and Michael Jackson, they're probably two of my top favorites as well.
Yeah, right?
So those are pretty good choices, I think.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how we can find your music? I'm sure it's all streaming, and you probably don't have any physical copies, but I'd like to ask that anyway, just to throw it out there.
Yeah, no problem. I'm on Spotify, which is like I love Spotify. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. I'm also on iHeartRadio, which is a big deal for me because I've never been exposed to that kind of audience before. So all the major streaming services have my music, which is also cool. As a matter of fact, one of my sister hit me up the other day, and she's like, "Hey, I found you on this," and I was like, "Yeah." She's like so excited. So like that means, I mean, to have my music accessible to everybody on everything is really, really special.
Okay, well that's good that you're on streaming, so everybody check it out. Obviously, it's spelled LYGHT, I do believe, and not
Yeah,
So
yeah. Also,
I
it's
forgot to mention earlier, but that's no problem.
yeah. Also, the other thing is, I'm also available on YouTube, but my YouTube is Project Light Music, and I tried to put it all under one umbrella, but for whatever reason, my YouTube channel wouldn't do that. So my YouTube is Project Light Music, and then my Spotify is LYGHT, and my avatar is a little man with a little light bulb head. So that way people, because apparently there's like 2 or 3 of light artists with the names spelled the same way, but you'll know me by the fact that my avatar has a light bulb for a head.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
everybody download that music. I'm sure Light would appreciate that. So,
I would, that would be appreciated, yes.
and we're getting ready to play your music video in just a couple minutes here. Why don't you tell us the name of it, and if there's a story behind it? It might be self-explanatory, but maybe you could let us know.
The first single was called Groove, actually, and the way that it's spelled out is it's got little dots for the exclamation mark, and it's because it's a progression of a dance or a progression of a feeling when you hear it. At first, the single was called Feel Good, but I felt like it was weird to call it that because the way that I want you to experience it isn't progression, so that's where that happened. That was actually the first thing I actually made for this album. Like even before I knew I wanted to put an album out, this was the first song I made, and it came to me. I was I was sleeping, and in the middle of the night at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I just got up and it was in my head to make this, and it just came together. Like it was just so, it just hit right away. And I was like, okay, this is the direction of the whole album. And so I built the album around this song. The video is also interesting because the person who did the video is a college friend of mine, and he really wasn't interested in doing a music video because he makes video games. And so he was like, yeah, just send me the track and I'll check it out. And if I like it, I'll do something. And he heard it, and like immediately after, he's like, okay, so here's the idea. And so the idea for the music video is his brainchild. Like we just kind of collaborated on that, and everything just kind of like worked together. You know what I mean? So I really feel like this whole project has been like that kind of situation. Everything just kind of happened. You know, nothing was really I never really had to think about it. Everything would just sort of fell into place. So.
Okay. Well, I think it's a pretty good video, and I'm sure everybody out there will agree with me there. And we'll get to that in just a moment. But I think that's about all the time we have right now. But Light, we thank you for joining us on the show. We'd love to have you back sometime, maybe if you have something to plug.
I would appreciate that. Thank you for having me, and you have a good day.
Okay, and here's the song by Light right here on Paul Mash TV. Don't go away.